Do you recognize yourself when I tell you that your thoughts are not really positive anymore? Feel victimized and you don't really look forward to have a good future. If you recognize yourself, I'm gonna show you in that video why this kind of perspective is killing you, is making your life and yourself miserable, and how to change it, and also why it doesn't make sense to be in a way like this. You know what is really normal in life? To have hard and suffering situations, to have pain in your life. Nothing is more normal than that. And even if it's like crazy hard in that situation, it's not a bad thing. It is what life is. A life is not perfect, a life is imperfect. And the main thing about having a life is actually to find out how to create yourself in a way, be better in whatever you're doing, even if you have hard situations, especially if you have hard situations, because these are leading you to become a version of yourself that you were not before. And if you do it the right way, and with the right way I just mean to accept life as it is and make the best of it, and actually like taking control and responsibility for your life, whatever you're feeling, whatever is going on in your life. When you do that, hard things turn into beautiful lessons. And that doesn't mean that you just grow and nothing changes and you're almost perfect. All of these parts, all of those pains, they will keep being with you. But this is the beautiful thing: if they wouldn't be with you, you would forget about it, but they remind you why you should be in a certain way and why you shouldn't be in a certain way. Your thoughts, your feelings, your strength. The main point is you're not taking the good things for granted, and you're more grateful for the good things. But again, if you do it the right way, if you handle the pain and the suffering in the right way. If you don't, by the way, you're not going like this, you're going like this, in a harsh way. So I would really recommend you to make the best of your hard and painful situations as it is possible for you. You don't know so much. We can never know what we don't know. And as much as we know, we realize how much we don't know. As much as we experience and learn, we realize how much we don't know. Think about your past. How much of what happened to you could you see in front? 95% or maybe more of the things that happened to me, I couldn't see before. I could make some steps to go in some kind of directions, but what happened to me, what I learned, what I experienced, I could not tell before. And every time that I wanted to know the unknown and take too much control over things, I was just disappointed. So we don't know what we don't know. Why is that important? Because when you're living your life and you don't have any hope and faith for your future, just remember, like, you don't know what is going to happen, what will happen. You don't know. You simply don't know. So just try to make like the best, just prepare yourself to the best version that is possible, and then take life as it comes. Be optimistic and positive about life, because you don't know. But if you're prepared, if you're in the best version, at least you can live a life where you know that you took control of everything that is under your control, and the rest, let it happen. I believe in God, and I don't really care about what kind of name you're gonna give to the creator, to source, God, Allah, whatever you want to call it. But I believe in God. So, I cannot explain what it is. And it is, I think it's not even possible for my mind, logical mind, to understand what it is. So this is also one more thing. I cannot even understand what God is. So, but I can feel it sometimes. And sometimes I got a glimpse of what God could be. And sometimes things happened that I couldn't really explain. not at all actually, and I was even more sure that he existed. Why I'm telling you this is, in situations where I gave my best, where I was still thankful even if hard things happened, where I was looking for the good, and I was trusting in some way and to what happened to me, to the process, to the journey. Good things happened to me out of nothing. I had some insights where I was like, okay, this is the reason why it happened. I was thankful because you're not in a dark place anymore. And after all of those experiences that I had, believing in God, so that led me to trusting life and being thankful whatever happens. Sometimes it's so hard, I know, to be grateful in hard situations especially. And, I'm also not perfect, and sometimes I feel like there's no way to be, but I try to give my best. And after that time, like, even if there is no God, which for me, it's not believable that there is no God. But even if there would not be God, it helps me so much with my life to have this spiritual connection with something higher, that even if it's not the truth, I don't care, because it helps me so much. It makes me feel in a way where I could not feel and be when I wouldn't believe in God. So this is also one big thing that helped me so much, having faith in life, especially in hard situations, because it's easy to have faith in good situations. Believing in God led me to being open to life, because I'm only 25 years old, but I experienced some things where I was so sure that this was a good thing and this was a bad thing, and I lost something, and I was like, okay, why is this happening to me? What did I do? Or what is wrong with me? What is wrong with God? And I kept with my life as good as possible. I was doing my best, and in the end I realized some things, why it happened, and it was actually the good thing that happened to me. Some things I don't know, but sometimes we just have to accept that we don't really know what is good and what is bad, even if it looks like a good thing from outside or a bad thing from outside. Sometimes it's not. In life, everything is temporary. The good things are temporary, the bad things are temporary. Your life is temporary. Everything will fade. So why is that important? So many times we are not in the present moment. We are doing things just to do them. We are reaching something we have. It's beautiful to have goals. I love goals. I have my goals. They're fulfilling me if I reach them, and I can work on them, whatever. But when you realize that everything is temporary and you cannot hold anything like this, as much as you do that with your feelings and your life, the risk of losing that thing gets higher. I think that's just life. If you let go of wanting something too much, life gives you much more things. That's what I experienced. And when you know that everything is temporary, I try to be as much in the present moment, to appreciate the good things about my life, and to be not that harsh on myself about the bad things. Or when I lose something, I know that this is life. I try to make myself remember that everything is temporary, and a lot of things are just in our minds and attachments. So I try to have a balance between being attached to things, because we are human beings and it's not easy to be detached to everything. And I also think that being attached to some things leads to beautiful places that you couldn't reach if you would be detached to them. Even if you are attached to things, and sometimes you have to be attached to things to be consistent, for example with relationships or with something that you want to reach, a degree, or exercising because you have goals. I think all of these things can be attachments, but what kind of way are you attached to them, and are you able to let go of them if it doesn't work and just give your best still? Thinking about everything being temporary leads to a freer life. You are not devastated You're not like at the bottom if you lose things, and you don't really lose your big faith because you are more open to the world, to what happens to you. Being faithful, thinking about what is actually under my control. Because, there is so much more under our control than we think there is. And sometimes we are in places where we think, nothing is under my control and, I cannot do anything about it. But actually, mostly you can do something about something. For example, you have problems in your relationship, and you cannot really deal with it in that moment, and you're upset or angry and you have emotions everywhere. Go for a run, go for a walk, do something good for yourself. That if you do that, this is good for you. At least you're trying, even if going for a walk wouldn't be the best option. Maybe there would be other things to do that could be better for you in that situation, but you don't know about it. So just take action, because whatever is under our control is connected with taking action. And as much actions you take and do things that is under your control, you build momentum. And if you build momentum, all areas in your life are connected. Even if you get better in one area of your life, you feel more confident, more in control. This will affect the other thing. What do I mean by that? Body, soul, for example, mind. You do something good for your body, it's gonna affect your mind. You do something good for your mind, it's gonna affect your soul. You do something good for your soul, it's gonna affect your relationships. And the opposite, of course, too. And as much as you feel like you can do things that are under your control, and you will have more confidence about your life and about yourself. And then you will do more. And then you will be more grateful for your life. And then you will appreciate more the things that you have under control. The last thing that I want to ask you is, what is left when you don't have faith? This question is really important, I think, because it points directly to a life without faith. And some people maybe say, yeah, if you don't have faith, you're prepared for the worst. You're not really prepared for the worst. You just expect the worst. There is a big difference. For me, being prepared for the worst is actually having faith in life. Because if you have faith in life, you are stronger. You are able, even if things happen to you that are hard and not expected, you are trusting life in a way so you can deal with those situations better. So you are more prepared in life if you have faith. But if you don't have faith, things are still gonna happen to you, but it's gonna be harder. You're not gonna be able to deal with them. You're not gonna be able to learn about it. You're also not gonna experience so many things in life that are actually beautiful, even hard things. If you don't have faith, this is actually going to direct your life in a way that I don't think that anybody wants to live a life like this. I don't think that anybody wants to live a really pessimistic life if there could be an option where you could be more happy, more fulfilled, more yourself, truer to yourself, more giving, more serving. Those are things that make us happy. And if you have no faith, you're gonna direct your life in a place where you don't really want to be, in a really negative place. Every situation that you will experience, every thought that you will have, every conversation that you will have, it's gonna be in that direction of no faith. My name is Ece. If you like this video, if you could have some valuable information about it or any perspective, let me know it. Let me know it in any way that you prefer. And I see you the next time. Bye.